Alright, here's my vacation. I just got into Florida. I crossed the Florida-Georgia line. Hey, that's a good band. This place has electrical. Hopefully they have 30 amp. They do. I should mention, I was at a Camping World somewhere in, where was I? Alabama. Their box, they only had 50 amp service. They did not have 30 amp. Not all older RVs have 50 amp. So that reminds me, if you do have an older RV and you only have 30 amp plug, you might need to get the adapter for being able to transfer it into 50 amp, even though you're only going to draw 30 amps, but still. This place has water. It's not freezing here in Florida, so for the first time in like 8 months, I'm going to hook a hose up, and I'm going to run it through my regulator there and not use my water pump since it's not working yet. I think the cold affected it. It might have like frozen some components inside my water pump. So yeah. I'll get all hooked up here. It's really nice, lots of trails. It's called Falling Rivers State Park. So there might be some really cool, or Falling Waters, I'm sorry. Falling Waters State Park. Meow. What? Say what now? Yeah, we'll let him out on a leash here. This is my spot. For full hookups here at the RV, well, full hookups, but drain tanks are on the way out, on your way out. So, but for full hookups, it's $19 a night. Great price. Way better than an RV park. You kidding me? I mean, remember I paid $35 last week at an RV park that was just a gravel lot. Look at this. 20 bucks. So let me get all situated here. I was going to hook up, and then I realized something. I'm like 5 degrees off being level right now. Which means I won't have use of my fridge while I'm here. So I'm going to, it'll be weird. I'm going to drive into the lot and have my butt facing out to the road instead. That will change the fridge, actually. So I'm going to mess with it a little bit and try to get more level before I hook up. Okay, this is better. For whatever reason, that changed everything, and now I'm level. The ground is really not level, so don't use that as a guide, but my RV is level. Now, it creates a couple problems because I'm too far away probably to reach this right now, but I'm going to try it. And if I can't go underneath the chassis into here, I'll have to use an extension cord and not use 30 amps. I'll have to go like 15 amps, but the water hose will reach. I haven't actually used these blue hoses in like 7-8 months, so that's why I'm just trying to get a little bit of water through them to rinse them out a little bit. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but this is a pressure regulator that I got, which it makes it so that you can't get too much water pressure going into your system. Some RV parks and places, there's just too much pressure coming through the hose, the spigot, and you don't want to ruin your water system. So this is cheap brass regulator, and this little 90-degree, that relieves the tension so that the hose isn't going in like this and then bending down like this, and it would, hurt this. It just kind of makes it safer. So yeah, once that's in, basically just turn the water on, and in most RVs there's not going to be a problem, although I have a couple buddies who did this for the first time in their RV, and as soon as they flipped this on like this, they started hearing water gushing inside the RV, so If this is your very first time hooking water up to your RV, be careful. Maybe have somebody else on the inside to listen. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done this, so I'm going to be careful here, live, doing this. And, matter of fact, let me get my keys. You never know, things could change. I've had some pretty bad luck with my RV lately, so let's just be prepared here. The cord for the power, I was able to run it underneath the chassis and make it reach without an extension cord, so that's awesome. Alrighty, ready to do this? Alright, here we go. Oh, one other thing, when you hook in your water to the hose, even if you still have your water pump on from your freshwater tank, this pressure in most RVs, as far as I know, it bypasses the water pump. So you don't have to like turn it off or worry about manually switching it from shore water from your water pump. But okay, here we go. It's on. No leaks. No sound at all. No gushing water sound. That is fantastic. I know, it's really dark. Oh, meow. Water pump is off. Oh, that's the other thing. When you first start this on, you're also going to... you're going to have air in the line, so it's going to splatter everywhere. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done this, but... we'll put it right here. Here we go. It's going to have to get the air out of the line, though. I guess that was it. I'll go ahead and turn my water heater on. Hang on, Dex. Taking care of a few things here, buddy. Check the bathroom. There we go. And, yeah, I took this thing off. Let me move it real quick. I'll explain that in a second. Just make sure. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, this brown thing right here, this thing actually goes underneath my couch that folds into a bed. Yeah, I want this water pump to warm up, so it'll see if I can make it work. I took it off because I believe what happened was it got too cold and some of that stuff got frozen, especially the water pump itself. Like the whole thing got frozen underneath. Quiet. I'll feed you in a second. I will feed you in a second. Relax. I gotta feed Jax though real quick and then I'll be back. Alright. Jax is fed. It's a beautiful day outside. I'm gonna go for a walk and check some stuff out here in a second. This is my first Florida state park, so. Oh, that's right. I also need to switch my fridge from propane. That was eggs. Yep. So, hang on. Let me clean up a mess and I'll get back to you. Alright, got that mess cleaned up. Unfortunately, I have all sorts of problems with stuff falling out of the fridge on me all the time. I don't have a rack. I don't have a... See how these have this stuff so this stuff can't come off? Down here, there's nothing. Anything I put right there can slide out when I open the fridge, but anyway. Alright, well... What? Seahawks? You can't root for the Seahawks down in Florida, can you? Hell yes you can, and I will. Go Hawks! Woo! Alright, here's my map for the park. Some other stuff. The Falling Waters State Park. Definitely have to check that out. What's this? Okay. They gave me a Camping World and a Florida State Parks guide. So, Also want to talk about what I tried. I didn't shoot a whole lot of video the last 2 days, but I was at a repair shop in Alabama trying to get some brake work done. Not like major brake work, I didn't have a whole lot of money. But I thought that it would be a good idea to go in there and have my brakes bled to see if that fixes the problem. Well, once doing that, it was found out that my master cylinder was bad. And it wasn't that expensive to do, so I went ahead and had it done. They were really busy and short-handed, and took all day, and then I had to sleep nearby in the camper and come back the next day because there was a leak and it didn't fix anything. So a wheel cylinder was replaced on one side, and then they were getting close to closing and they couldn't do the other side. So what ended up happening was I had a new master cylinder installed, a new wheel cylinder on the driver's side, and then the brakes were rebled, and then Jack's got in front of the camera because he's a camera hog. Oh, I thought you were eating. I just fed you. Oh, it's empty. Jeez, man. But unfortunately, I drove away after 2 days of being there, and whatever I spent, the problem wasn't fixed. I usually make an effort to give a free shout out to a lot of the places that hook me up and help me out, but in this case, I don't want to say anything because it's not really their fault. It's my fault, okay? I don't have unlimited money, and I don't have unlimited time. I really want to get back on the road. So, I'm not going to mention the company. Sorry, I know I said I would, guys, but I feel like you'd get... I don't know. You wouldn't be treated fair because it's not your fault that the problem wasn't fixed, I believe. However, I went and bought the passenger side, the right side wheel cylinder. So that's a project that... I technically I could do if I had any tools at all, but I don't have any tools to do it. So what I think I'm going to do is try to just wait here for a little bit until I get my January paycheck, and then take the RV in to a brake specialist, have this put on, and also replace the rear brakes. Do a brake job on the rear and check the front. But last time I checked, they were okay. But do that. Who knows how much that's going to cost, but that's a project that needs to get done. And while they're doing it, have them put the wheel cylinder on, because they got the tools. And for now, just be careful. I'm going to stay in Florida pretty much until then. So that means, and the brakes, they work. They stop the RV, but it takes a long time. They don't respond very well, and they're full of air, and you go to the floor sometimes and it still doesn't stop, and something I just don't really want to talk about right now. But, I'm being safe, don't worry. I give plenty of space between me and the vehicles in front of me. I pump the brakes when I see a red light to get a little more pressure in there, but I'm being safe, so don't worry. This again, so yeah, future RV repair. The water pump, though, man. Oh, my dash heat went out last night after I left Arby's in Alabama. I come out, on, off, high, low, nothing. There's heat coming out of the vents. The blower's out. Just, I was pissed. I did make a video, and you will not see that video. I was pissed for like 10 minutes, and then it went away. And then I'm like, you know what? It's... Alright, let's read the sign here real quick. Falling Waters State Park. Park development started in 1963 on this hill, which has an elevation of 322 feet and a limestone base. A stream flowing from the hill plunges over a cliff and disappears through an underground channel. Some sinks and caverns are near the falls, which powered an early grist mill. A pioneer-era whiskey distillery was nearby. Indians and others mined the area for colorfully pigmented rocks used in making paints and dyes. The area was the scene of early oil drilling efforts as well as the site of a one-room school and a large horticulture nursery. This is the most beautiful sight I've seen in months. I love nature. Holy cow. Whoa! It's a huge waterfall! Hey guys, Jack's here, along with his human servant Eric. Thanks for watching our RV channel. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up below. Don't forget to watch all of our other videos. We got some great material out there. Subscribe to our channel so you can get the latest updates here on the road. Can you say hi? Talk to you guys later.